Hi guys, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. I hope you are enjoying yourself. I'm Mina. I welcome you back to our channel and I hope that you have understood all the previous videos. So today we are going to start up with the direct and the indirect speech. So let us not talk about the speech. Firstly, we talk about what do you mean by direct and what do you mean by indirect. So whenever we are talking about direct, the word direct means directly. Okay, सीधा. Okay, and if we talk about indirectly, so we are telling the same thing but in different texture, different posture. Okay, we are telling someone about. Okay, don't think about that we are telling something to someone, or don't think about that thing. Just think about the word indirect. Indirect talks about something which is not direct. Just सीधा साधा नहीं है. You need to use some other way out so that you can reach that point. So okay, so if I say this marker is here and you need to just reach this point, so this will be the direct thing. So you can just go there. You can just reach this point directly. But if I'll say to use the indirect way, so what you will do, you will just go from here, you will just make a turn, then again you will go, and then you will go straight. So are you able to see this thing that whenever we are talking about the direct, we need to think about the things which are directly spoken by the person. And whenever we are talking about the indirect speech, we are not using the same words that person had spoken. What we will just tell that person that this thing that person has said at this particular point of time. Okay, so in the direct speech, you will just remember the basic words, I can say the same wordings, exact same wordings you will say. Okay, and in the indirect speech, you will talk about that person but in your own words. So okay, so when I say I am talking to you, I am if I say I am teaching right now. So if you tell this to your mom, so there are two ways out that you can tell it to your mom. How will you say? One, in the direct speech, you will say, ma'am was telling me that I am teaching. Ma'am said this. Or other way out is that ma'am said that she was teaching. So you are saying the same thing, but the difference is in the first speech, in the direct speech, you were just telling your mom that ma'am ne aisa kaha. And in the indirect speech, you are just using your own words that ma'am was telling that she was teaching. Ma'am said that she was teaching. So am I clear to everyone? Okay, let us come to the definition. So what does the definition says? Direct speech is a form of speech where the speaker gives first-hand information. As I have told you, whenever the speaker is telling someone about something or someone else's words, so we are giving the first-hand information. First-hand information, just like you are copying the same word as it is I have used in my speech. Okay, so whenever I am talking about the indirect speech, so what I will do is, indirect speech is a report on behalf of someone else. Okay, so I am reporting on behalf of someone else. I am not using the same information. I am not using the same words as the speaker used. But what I am doing, I am just converting those words into my way, and then I will let that particular person know about that particular thing, whatever we were talking about that to that person. Okay, so for example, here I have written examples for you. Example, in the direct speech, if I say I am watching TV. Okay, so here I am saying, if you want to say this thing, so you will simply say I am watching TV. But again, if you need to tell this thing that Hina ma'am told us that she was watching TV. Okay, so what you will do, you will just say like this. She said that she was watching TV. So here you just need to play with the words. Okay, and how to play with the words? There are some rules that how, at what particular time, at what particular word, which word you should place. If you are talking about the girl, you need to place the she. If you are talking about the boy, you need to place he at the place of that particular boy. That if you need to tell about me to your mom, so if I tell you I am watching TV right now, so what you will do, you will just tell to your mom what you will use. You will use she. Why? Because I am a girl, so you will use she said that she was watching TV. Okay, so you need to play with the words, but along with the playing of words, you need to keep in mind some of the rules. So basic rules we just need to think about, we just need to keep in mind the tenses. Whenever the person is talking about, or whenever the sentence is in this tense, so what we need to do whenever we are talking about the indirect speech. So in which tense we need to convert. Okay, so here I have written some of the rules for you so that you will be able to understand that which tense changes it, which tense converts into which tense. Okay, so let us start. Change of tense basically we are talking about. So first one is simple present tense. So whenever you see any of the sentence, or whenever you are talking to any person and that person is using simple present tense in its speech, so whenever you will just tell the same thing to the person in the indirect speech, what you will do, you will just change that present tense into the simple past tense. So here I have example for direct and indirect speech. For example, that if that person will say, she always wears a cap. So here you can recognize from the sentence that person is talking in simple present tense. So what you will do, you will just she said that, here you will write, she said that she always wore a cap. So here I am just converting simple present tense into the simple past tense. Next, coming to present continuous tense. So whenever a person is talking about present continuous tense, or if you see any of the direct speech in present continuous tense, what you will do, you will just convert that present continuous tense into the past continuous tense. And the examples are, if that person is just telling you, I am looking for keys. Okay, so this is the direct speech. Why? Because this is the first hand information of that person. But if I need to tell that information, if I need to provide that information to someone else, and I need to just tell that person in the indirect way, so what I'll do, I'll just say, she said that she was looking for keys. So what I did, I just converted the present continuous tense into the past continuous tense. So next, coming to the present perfect tense. Whenever a person is talking, or whenever you see, whenever you hear that the person to whom you are talking is using the present perfect tense in its direct speech, so if you just need to tell about that person, or if you just need to repeat the words of that person in the indirect speech, what you will do, you will just convert the present perfect tense into the past perfect tense. And for that, I have examples for you. She has written 3 letters. Okay, so here she has written 3 letters is in the present perfect tense, and this is the direct speech. This is the first hand information of that particular person. But again, if I just need to tell someone about the same thing, so what I'll do in the indirect speech, I'll do like this. She said that she had written 3 letters. So I have converted present perfect tense into past perfect tense. Next, coming to the simple past tense. So we have almost done with the simple present tense, present continuous tense, and the present perfect tense. Next, we are coming to the past tense. So first we have the simple past tense that will convert direct speech into the indirect speech. Whenever you see any of the sentence or any of the direct speech in the simple past tense, you will just convert that tense into past perfect tense in the indirect speech particularly. Okay, so for example, my friend gave me a chocolate. So here, my friend gave me a chocolate is a direct speech, and when you need to change the direct speech into indirect speech, what you will do, you will just change the simple past tense into past perfect tense, and your indirect speech will be, he said that his friend gave him a chocolate. So here we have done the definition of the direct speech, indirect speech, simple present tense, the present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and the simple past tense. Next we are coming to past continuous tense. So whenever you see or whenever you hear any of the sentence which is in direct speech and it is in past continuous tense, what you need to do, you just need to convert the tense, the past continuous tense, into the past perfect continuous. And how we will do it? Let us see. We were living in London. So here we were living. So from this thing you will be able to recognize that this particular direct speech is in past continuous tense. So what you will do, you will just use that rule. They said that they had been. So as we all know, in past perfect continuous, we just need to use they had been plus ing. So here had been, they said that they had been living in London. So from here you will be able to whenever you are able to recognize the tense first, it is very easy to convert the direct speech into indirect speech. In the same way, if we talk about the past perfect tense, whenever you see or whenever you heard any of the sentence which is in direct speech and it is of past perfect tense, there will be no change in the tense. Always remember, again I am repeating, whenever you see any of the direct speech which is in past perfect, make a note of this thing that whenever you see past perfect tense in a direct speech, there is no need to change the sentence. You just apply the rule. For example, the bread had gone stale. So this sentence is of past perfect tense. So what I will do, she said that. This is the common thing that we need to use every time whenever we are converting the direct speech into the indirect speech. So what you will do is, she said that the bread had gone stale. So nothing you need to do. You just need to apply the rule that he said that, or that person, that particular name, or about whom you are talking. That use that thing and there will be no change in the tense. Okay. Next, coming to the simple future tense. Again I am telling you, if you see any of the sentence in simple future, again there is no need to change the tense. But one thing you need to keep in mind, you just need to change will into would. As we all know, the rule of simple future is will plus V1. So whenever you see any of the sentence which is in simple future tense, you just need to convert that sentence into indirect speech. Simply write, for example, here in the direct speech I have written example for you. I will finish my work today. So here I am just having the sentence of simple future tense. What I'll do, she said that she would. Simply I have converted will into would, and as it is I have copied the sentence. Nothing else we need to do. Okay. So in past perfect tense there will be no change. Nothing you need to do. And in the simple future tense, just one thing that you need to convert will into would to make the direct speech into the indirect speech. Next, coming to the future progressive tense, that is the future continuous future tense that you can say. Okay, so we have, again we don't need to change any tense. What we need to do, we just need to convert will be into would be. Same way we have done in the simple future. We just need to convert will into would, nothing else. So here we have will be in the formula. So we will convert will be into would be. So let's have a look on the example. In the direct speech, I will be making tea. Okay, so this is from the sentence or from the speech of the speaker. You can able to recognize that the particular speech is in this tense. Okay, so here it is in future progressive tense, and to convert it into the indirect speech, what you will do, she said that she would be making tea. As simple as that, we have done in the simple future tense. We just need to convert will into would. Same way whenever we talk about the future perfect tense. So in future perfect tense we have will have, and if any of the sentence, if any of the speech you are just noticing will have been is there. So what you need to do, you just need to convert will into would. Simply that. So if will have is there, you just need to convert will have into would have, and if will have been is there, you just need to convert it into would have been. Nothing else. In the future tense, you just need to keep one formula in your mind, one rule in your mind is that you just need to convert will into would, and as it is, you just need to copy down the same words of the speaker. But yes, if you are using if you are telling the person about the indirect speech, if you are using the indirect speech for the words of the speaker, so you just need to remember some of the formula. For example, if you are talking about the girl, we just need to use she, and then in the object pronoun, as an object pronoun, we just need to use her. In the same way, if you are talking about a boy, in the subject pronoun, we will use, as a subject pronoun, we will use he, and at the same time, in the object pronoun we will use his. For example, here in the simple future tense, we can just have an example of that. The boy Ram will finish his work on time. So here you will write, Ram said that he will finish his work on time. So these are the basic things that you should know. So if we are talking about the more people, if we are talking about we, so we just need to use our in the as object pronoun. Okay, so you just need to keep in mind the subject and the object pronoun, but along with that, these rules are there which are mandatory for the for converting direct speech into the indirect speech. Next, coming to the example of future perfect tense and the future progressive perfect. So all the money will have been spent. This is the example of this thing, this rule. So in the indirect speech, simply he said that all the money would have been spent. Okay, so have you seen what I have done? I have just converted will into would. In the same way, we have some other verbs that needs to be converted whenever we are using them in the direct speech, and we just need to convert them into something else whenever we are just using that particular verb in the indirect speech. So what are those verbs? For example, if we have can in the direct speech, we will convert it into could. So second, we have, if we are having could in the direct speech, we will not convert that into anything. We will write as it is. Okay, so we could will be the same, and if we have to in the direct speech and we just need to convert it into indirect speech, we will convert have to into had to. Same if we have must in the direct speech, so we will use might instead of must in the indirect speech. Next we have may again. Oh sorry, if we have must, we will not do anything. We will just write same must. And if any person is using had to instead of must, that is also okay. So whenever we have must in the direct speech, we can also convert must into had to, and we can also write must as it is. Okay, now it's depend on you. It is your choice basically. So next we have may. So whenever we see may in the direct speech, we just need to convert may into might. And yes, if we have might in the direct speech, there will be no change in the indirect speech. And next we have should. So whenever you see should in the direct speech, so there will be no change. You will write should as it is in the indirect speech. So here we have done all the tenses of the direct and the indirect speech. Still, if you have any doubt, anything that you have not understood, just let us know. Just write it in the comment section, and we will try our level best to solve everything, solve your every doubt, and we just try to clear it out in every possible way. So just have a happy learning. I hope you are enjoying all these videos. You are enjoying learning with us, and take care, stay happy, stay safe. Bye bye.